The cheerful music stopped meaning anything the moment the elegant CEO slipped her arm through his, smiled at a crowd of stunned relatives, and confidently introduced the black single father beside her with 4 unforgettable words, "This is my boyfriend." Every conversation around the beautiful daytime garden party seemed to fade into silence. His heart pounded with confusion, while her calm smile hid the biggest secret she had ever carried. What everyone believed was a bold announcement had actually begun as a desperate attempt to silence endless family pressure. But neither of them expected that pretending for one afternoon would awaken feelings too genuine to ignore. Before we begin this emotional story, please take a moment to like this video, leave a comment, share it with someone who believes in kindness and second chances, and subscribe to Heartwarming Tales for more heart-touching stories that remind us love often appears when we least expect it. Gideon Ellis had spent the past 5 years living for one person alone, his daughter, Nia. After losing his wife to a serious illness, every dream he once had quietly transformed into promises made to a little girl who depended entirely on him. His mornings began before sunrise with homemade breakfasts, neatly packed lunches, and encouraging smiles that hid the exhaustion he refused to show. By day, he worked as an architectural designer at Ashford Developments. By evening, he became a homework helper, soccer coach, bedtime storyteller, and the comforting presence Nia needed after another day without her mother. Life was demanding, but Gideon never allowed hardship to steal his kindness. Leading Ashford Developments was the remarkable CEO, Vivian Hart. Brilliant, disciplined, and respected across the business world, she had built one of the country's fastest-growing companies before turning 40. Newspapers admired her achievements, while competitors feared her intelligence. Yet behind every successful headline was a woman quietly carrying the weight of loneliness. After years of disappointing relationships and endless public attention, Vivian had convinced herself that trust was simply too expensive. Her family never stopped asking why she remained single, believing success meant little without someone standing beside her. Although Gideon worked directly under Vivian's leadership, their interactions remained brief and professional. She admired the consistency of his work, while he respected her remarkable vision. Still, Gideon intentionally stayed out of the spotlight. Promotions meant longer hours, and longer hours meant less time with Nia. To him, no career achievement could ever replace watching his daughter smile during a sunny afternoon in the neighborhood park. Everything changed when Vivian's grandmother organized the family's annual daytime reunion at a beautiful countryside estate. Relatives from across the country gathered beneath colorful tents decorated with fresh flowers, music, and laughter. Yet beneath the joyful celebration waited the familiar pressure. Every conversation eventually returned to one question. Why was the successful CEO still alone? Tired of endless assumptions and determined to enjoy one peaceful afternoon, Vivian made an impulsive decision after unexpectedly seeing Gideon arrive to deliver important project documents she had forgotten before leaving the office. Without giving him time to understand what was happening, she gently linked her arm through his and introduced him to everyone as her boyfriend. Gideon stood speechless, but seeing the relief in Vivian's eyes, he quietly chose compassion over confusion. Instead of exposing her desperate attempt to escape uncomfortable questions, he simply smiled politely and spent the afternoon helping her navigate conversations that suddenly became much warmer and more joyful. To everyone's surprise, pretending required almost no effort. Gideon's natural kindness impressed every member of Vivian's family. He patiently played outdoor games with young cousins, helped elderly relatives carry chairs beneath the shade, and spoke respectfully to everyone regardless of their status. Nia, who had accompanied her father, quickly became the center of attention, charming the family with her cheerful laughter and thoughtful manners. Watching Gideon gently encourage his daughter while making everyone around him feel included stirred something deep inside Vivian's guarded heart. For the first time in years, Vivian stopped thinking about business. She found herself admiring the simple beauty of ordinary family moments. A shared picnic beneath towering oak trees. Children chasing colorful butterflies through warm afternoon sunlight. Gideon quietly fixing a broken kite before handing it back to a smiling child. None of these moments appeared extraordinary to anyone else, but together they revealed the kind of life Vivian had secretly longed for beneath all her professional success. After the party ended, both returned to work expecting life to continue as before. Instead, something had quietly changed. Vivian noticed Gideon's quiet generosity throughout the office more than ever. He encouraged new employees, stayed calm during difficult projects, and never sought recognition for helping others succeed. Gideon also began seeing the thoughtful side of Vivian hidden beneath her confident leadership. She anonymously paid medical expenses for struggling employees, expanded educational opportunities for workers' families, and personally remembered birthdays despite managing an international company. Then one bright afternoon, Nia's elementary school hosted a family creativity festival. Gideon attended proudly, but unexpected work delays threatened to make him miss the award ceremony where Nia had been selected to present her art project. Learning about the situation, Vivian quietly postponed an important executive meeting and personally drove Gideon across town. They arrived just as Nia stepped onto the stage. The little girl's joyful smile when she spotted her father in the audience became a memory neither adult would ever forget. In that emotional moment, Vivian realized success meant very little if it prevented people from being present for life's most precious memories. Weeks passed, and what had begun as an innocent pretense gradually transformed into genuine friendship. Weekend community volunteer events replaced formal business dinners. Conversations about company growth slowly gave way to discussions about dreams, family, and healing from painful chapters neither believed they could overcome. Gideon discovered that Vivian's strength came from surviving disappointment without losing compassion. Vivian discovered that Gideon's greatest achievement was not raising an exceptional daughter alone but doing so with unwavering love and quiet humility. If this story touched your heart, please like this video, leave a heartfelt comment, share it with friends and family, and subscribe to Heartwarming Tales so more people can discover stories filled with hope, kindness, and second chances. Special request: comment "Real love begins with genuine kindness" if you believe the strongest relationships are built on respect, trust, and compassion. Months later, another beautiful daytime family gathering brought everyone together beneath the same flowering trees where everything had begun. This time, no one needed to pretend. The smiles were genuine, the laughter effortless, and the happiness surrounding Gideon, Nia, and Vivian reflected a family built not by perfect plans but by unexpected grace. Vivian finally understood that true love never demanded perfection or status. It quietly appeared through patience, selfless acts, and the courage to open a heart that had once believed it would never feel complete again. Gideon realized that honoring the love he had lost did not prevent him from embracing the hope standing beside him. Together they proved that sometimes the most beautiful relationships begin with a single unexpected moment, a simple act of kindness, and 4 unforgettable words spoken not from certainty, but from a heart ready to believe in love once more.